Good morning. My name is Terry Morgan. It is Friday, June 4th, 2021. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have a set of 18 exercises. Yesterday, we practiced the first 9 basic sets. Today, we're going to practice the more advanced sets. And my expectation is that we're going to practice sets 10 through 16. 17 and 18, I won't put till later. Let's get started. I'm going to start out with the very first exercise. Begin with extreme emptiness. Ladies, right hand on the outside, gentlemen, left hand on the outside, both hands at the lower Tantian, pull up to the middle Tantian, breathe in. Breathe out, sink, bend the knees. And breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Return to the lower Tantian. Two more. Breathe in. Hands separate. Down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels just a little bit and lower. Okay, relax for a second. Set 10. That was me leaning too far over to one side and using my other foot to correct my balance. Okay, so just so you know. That was, all right, we have shaking the tail feathers. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to turn around, we're going to do this together. What I'd like to do first is to introduce each exercise, because as I'm turned around the other direction, you can't see what my hands are doing. Okay? So, this big circle, middle finger here at the Renjong, first finger just below the lower lip. Lao Gong connect to each other. Press down and separate. Turn the waist. Hands cross. The side that you're going to, that hand extends, so this is open. Both hands come down. This is not up here, it's here. Keep the elbow bent. Keep the wrist dropped. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head, smile. Breathe in, arms circle. Turn to the left side first. Press down. Sink. Bend the knees as you press down. Sink. Bend the knees. Come back to center. Press down. This time you turn to the left hand to the inside, and extend the left, pull down. Turn left, open right, pull down. Turn right, cross, open left, pull down. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Center the body. Keep the legs open as you turn. Use the waist. 2 more. Open the hips. Relax through the waist. Open the legs. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head and lower the heels. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, we have White 8 presents a fruit. As we step through here, so start, turn, right here, Lao bone connects together, come up to the middle tan tian. So lower tan tian, middle tan tian, just here below the lower lip and the renjong. We're just practicing this. Extend. Return. Center. Shift. All the way up. Extend out. Come back. Fingertips down. Center. Similar to what we do with push, except push works the lower tan tian, the middle tan tian. It doesn't come up here, and it does not have the same extension. This is White 8 presents a fruit. It's a big peach. Point of practice. As we go through each set, I try to pay attention to this movement, this timing, this breath, as we practice. The very last set, okay, so my goal is 6 of each. My hope is that I'm actually getting to 6 of each. When I talk about, we now have 2 more. The next one, next to the last, try and remember a few things. Whatever it was that we were just practicing, whatever I just called out, whatever I happened to be saying at the time. The last one, try to bring it all together. What kinds of things, what was I talking about, what did I mention in this practice session? Bring that into what you're doing in that last set. And bring it together with everything that you remember that you should be doing from whatever other practice we've had, whatever you've done before, right? So if you practiced this set before and you recognize that, oh, you need to pay attention to your footwork, pay attention to your footwork. You need to pay attention to keeping your hip open. Pay attention to that. Whatever you've recognized, include that, as well as whatever I've tried to talk about in the set. It helps to pull everything together if you focus on that in the last exercise. White 8% of fruit. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Relax through the shoulders. And breathe in, palms up. Breathe out. Press down, sink. Shift to the right. Turn on the left heel. Hold fruit and extend. Return. White 8 beats the fruit. Sink. Right side. And extend. Pull in. Center. Shift. And extend. Pull in. Center. Shift. Extend. Return. Center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Extend. Return. Center. Shift. Extend. Return. Center. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Breathe in one more time. Palms up. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. These sets, and we're going to do this again with the Red Phoenix Flies into the Sun, this idea of this continuous flowing movement from one side to another without the stop in the middle. Okay? So, the exercise we just did, White 8 presents a fruit. As we start out, turn to the left, extend, come back, and in. I can include a breath here before I turn to go to the other side. Today, I did not include that. Centering is here, ready, go. Other side. We're going to do the same thing with Red Phoenix Flies into the Sun. Arms cross, down. Left is on the inside, right is on the outside, right pushes out, left pushes up. And if I can get my leg up there, there we go. Up, Come to center. As I turn my arms down, right comes under, so that the right is on the inside by the time I get to the other side, and I go up. Alright, as we move through this, and I'm a little stiff this morning, so I'm going to pay attention a little bit more to my breathing. Good point. The more your body is open, the easier it is to do these exercises. One way to help open the body, deepen the breath. The deeper and more fully you breathe, the more your body will naturally, it's not forced, the more your body will naturally open. Right? As we exhale, close, everything closes, that will naturally result, the more you close, that naturally results in a greater opening in the next breath. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to opening the body, straight line, stay centered. I'm not going to go slow, but I'm not going to try and go fast either. Okay? Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Red phoenix flies into the sun. Breathe in. And breathe out. Sink. Breathe in. Arms cross. Down. To the left side. Up. Come center. Change. Up on the right. Center. Left side. Center. Right side. Pay attention to going up. Take your hip with you. Keep your rising leg close. Not connected to, but close to your standing leg. Hold your center. 2 more. Center. Last time. Center and breathe in. Breathe out, hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out. These sets are, particularly this kind of thing, are where we find out if we're in balance. We find out if our breath is well regulated. Yeah, because if it's not, you're going to be winded after that. If it is, you may find you're breathing a little bit heavier, but the coordination with the movement doesn't leave you breathless. All right, stirring the grass to seek the snake. I'm going to relocate the cat. Because, well, yeah, kitty has to be a reload. Come here, reload. Sit over here. Yeah, off stage is good. You can be over there. Yeah, she's on the other side of the room. She's not in the picture now. So, I'm good with that. I'm going to get some coffee. All right, stirring the grass to seek the snake. Literally, what we're talking about is trying to stir tall grass, and we're looking for the snake. I personally don't want to go looking for the snake. My cat does, but I don't. She brings me things. She does. Stirring the grass to seek the snake. Turn. 1, 2, 3, and open. I'm going to slow that down a little bit. As I turn, my upper hand goes to the opposite shoulder. So in this case, my left hand going to my right shoulder. My lower hand, palm up. So palms facing each other, right? Lower hand goes under the armpit. So I end up with my hands in this position. Turn to the side. Okay? Don't do that. Don't let this knee fall in. Keep it open as you turn. So, turn the waist, turn the hip, turn shoulders. It's easier if you turn the shoulders, turn the waist, turn the hip, but you get the point. All three turn together. That's what gives you this position. As I come around, the underhand sweeps out. 1, under again, 2, under again, 3. Both palms turn down, split as I open. The distance for this open leg is however much I can open it and still get back up, because I got to come back to this. Okay, so if you go lower, go for it. I'm not doing that today. I'm not. All right. Stirring the grass to seek the snake. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Relax. Breathe out. Right hand under. Turn left. Turn to the right. 1. Left 2. Right 3. Open left. And center. Circle. Left hand under. Turn to the right. Turn left. 1. Turn right 2. Turn left 3. Open to the right 4. And come on center. Turn. 1, 2, 3. Open. Close. Center. 1, 2, 3. Open. Close. Center. Turn left. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Relax the body. Let the waist turn. Connect the waist, connect the shoulders, connect the hips, let the waist turn. Last time. Breathe in. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe out. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax for just a second. Alright, so this idea, connecting the breath working through the movement. Yeah, a little perspiration here and there. It's a good thing. It's what we're going for here. All right. Being able to work through the movement, particularly this one, not so much the next two. We have white snake sticks out its tongue coming up a little bit later, that we work this. The idea is that the waist turns, the Tantien moves, it turns everything, but let's talk about the physical body. The waist connects the hips and the shoulders. Waist connects the upper body and the lower body. The immediate connection is to the hips and to the ribs, actually. But, we can look about that in a minute. All right, so as we turn, what we're doing here at the waist, this opening between the ribs and the hips, right? What we do with the waist matters tremendously because it drives everything else that we're doing. If my waist doesn't move, my ribs aren't going to move well, my shoulders aren't going to turn, my hips aren't going to move. Everything is going to get stuck because my waist isn't moving. Open that space, let it move. Okay? And I'll remind us of that again as we do white snake sticks out its tongue. For tiger and dragon joined together, we have, again, we're back up on that one leg, right? Out, come in, and down. Open, out, come in, and down. For this set, pay attention to keeping the abs up so that your hip stays open, so that your legs can move. As you bring your leg up, make sure that you have energy in your foot. This is a flexed foot, not a toe. Flexed foot. Your heel. Push out through the heel. Make sure that it goes at a particular place. Now, my particular place today is 45. I can go to 120, but it won't stay there. I want it to stay there, so I'm going for that 45-ish. Whatever, you go for 10. Right off, just barely off the ground. Doesn't matter. You can hit that 90. Okay? The ideal position is 90, 95. Okay? Straight. Okay? So it's easier to hold it if it's a little bit more than 90. It is. I used to be able to do that. I'm going to be able to do it again. All right, so point being, pick your spot, hit that spot. It's not how high, it's your accuracy. As you extend your leg, where am I going to put my leg? Is it going to be right here on the floor? Is it going to be up here? Where is it going to be? Put it there. If you can't hold it there, don't put it there. Try and bring it up a little bit more each time. Balance is important. I'm not stopping in between. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Yeah. Back up a little bit so I don't hit the wall. Relax the breath, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Shift left, extend right, pull in, press down. Palms turn over, shift right, extend left, pull in, and center. Left, extend right, pull in, and center. Keep your weight centered. Stay up over your legs. Let your legs work under you. And try and stay centered. As you extend one leg, you have to keep as much energy in your supporting leg as you use with that extending leg, or you will upset your own balance. Stay straight. 2 more. Relax the breath. Last time. Center. Breathe in. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. This idea that opposing forces need to be balanced. You just saw me lose my balance, right? I took my foot out. Now this is second, 1, 2, second set. Took my foot out and started to go forward. I did not have the same weight, same level of energy directed out as I had directed down. There's less directed down. Yeah, it's going to take me forward. It is. This idea, how do I balance? How do I do that? Right? It matters. We want to take advantage of the skill that comes with directing the breath and directing the energy. We want to do that. We want to develop it. It's, for Qigong, it's really not a side effect. It's the goal. Alright? So, Coiling Snake. 2 more. Coiling Snake. We have Coiling Snake in our Wudang 3 basic methods. A little bit different, not too much. The idea here is this center line and turn, up and down. So as I'm going to the right side, right? Up on the right, I'm going to turn. I'm not going down right now, I'm just going to turn. Right? As I turn, my hand's going to wrap. Now, a little bit of a difference here. I look back at some notes, I look back at some things that I had from previous years, and there's two different positions for the head that I have. I think both are correct, but it seems to be that one belongs more with Wudang's 3 basic methods, and the other belongs with Wudang Qigong. So I'm going to give you the other one right now, and that is, as we turn, look to your hand. Keep looking this way. Everything turns the same direction, right? What I have given before, look to your heel. Now, if I go back and look at my notes again. Turn around and look at your heel. Should be Wudang's 3 basic methods. Follow your shoulder. Should be Wudang Qigong. Alright, so as we go down, follow your shoulder. As we turn, right? This, just talked about this. Waist turns, ribs, shoulders, all this turns. Hips turn. As the hips turn, keep the legs open so that they're extended from the hips flat across here, so that you can turn in and go down. Okay? Now, use my hands. We go to here and come back up. Okay? So, I'm not there right now. Used to be able to do that. Can't do it right now. Halfway, more or less. Keep your weight supported over your holding leg. So if I'm on my left side, my left leg is my holding leg. Keep your weight well supported over this holding leg, because that's the one that will take you up and down. Keep straight as much as you can. Try not to lean. It's more comfortable to lean. You can feel like you're going lower when you lean a little bit. Don't. It actually prevents you from going lower, right? The more you can pull up here, the easier it is to open the hip and actually go lower, right? I told you I used to be able to do this. I know these things, all right? I'll get back to it. It's all right. Okay, feet about shoulder width apart. Coiling snake. Breathe in, breathe out. Left side. Both hands up. Turn on the left leg. Right knee closes. Open. Keep the hips open. Right side. Weight on the right. Left leg closes. Think about going all the way down. Pull up. Sink. And come back to center. Pull up. Sink. Come on back to center. Follow your shoulder. Remember to tuck the knee. I'll talk about that in a minute. The knee does not go straight down. The knee tucks in behind the supporting leg. Two more. Breathe in, last time. Breathe out, turn. Come back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Both hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, this idea, tuck the knee. It's easier to do this if I have on different pants, but all right, here's my knee. Here's my knee, right? It's my kneecap right here. If I take, this is going to be my holding leg. This is my turning leg. Right? And I want you to see what happens with my hand, so I'm leaning. Right? As I turn in, I'm going to tuck so that my knee comes out over here. Right? As I turn to go all the way down, this leg slides onto the floor. If you don't turn your leg, your kneecap will go onto the floor. You do not want this. This is a bad thing, especially if you do this with any kind of energy at all. Bad thing. Slide the leg onto the floor. Don't drop the kneecap onto the floor. Bad. Don't do it. Okay? So, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about tuck the knee and turn. Hip stays open. If this hip closes, you can't turn the leg. Keep the hip open. Turn the leg in the hip. I'm not turning my foot here. I'm turning my leg. Hip is open. Turn the leg. Turn the upper leg. my knee can now slide onto the floor instead of going straight down. It's important, really. All right. Last step for this morning. White snake sticks out its tongue. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Now, I talked about using the waist. Turn, 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 turn. The waist turns the hips. The waist turns the shoulders. Your ribs are here. Ribs are going to turn before your shoulders do, right? Waist, hips, ribs, shoulders. Waist turns. Hips turn, ribs turn, shoulders turn. Everything goes together. The knees are moving. The ankles are moving. Everything is turning. But I don't do this. I don't do this. Right? Nothing closes. This stays open as I turn. 2, 3. Come across 1, 2, 3. This last, 1, 2, 3. As I come across here, is that circle? It's not okay. Right side, left side, center. No. Circle. Little bit of an extension outward at the very end. Alright? Left side, right side. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. Palms up. Breathe out. Palms down. Turn to the left. Left hand extended and with the right. 2 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Left hand comes out. Right. Left and center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right side. 1, 2, 3. Right to left. 1, 2, and center. Left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And center. Right. 1. And 1, 2, 3. Center. Left side. 1, 2, 3. Cross. 1, 2, 3. And right side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And left side. 1. Relax the breath. Relax the waist. Two more. Keep grounded. Stay centered. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe out. And lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, relax. The breath pattern on this. All right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. A little more complicated. And as we move through this set, as well as the next two, which we're not doing today, but the more advanced sets, as we move through them, what you should find is that what we're doing in the basic sets, moving slower, connecting the breath, developing that synergy between the breathing organs, the physical breathing organs, the physical movements, and the breath. It's what we're using in these sets. This is, I'm got to say this again, this is not something that's necessary. This connection to the breath, it's not something that's necessary only for Qigong. It's necessary for pretty much anything that you want to do that's got physical activity associated with it. It's something that I learned early on as a swimmer, and then developed as a dancer, and further developed as a Tai Chi practitioner and teacher, Tai Chi, Qigong, and the internal arts. It is natural. Breathe in, breathe out. There's no affectation about it. There's not a, I need to be here to breathe in, and I need to do this to breathe out. There's just, whole body breathes. It's a whole body. Everything breathes. And at that point, we don't think about breathing. Wuxi, the breath, the breathing. We don't think about so much the qi. We don't think about so much whether or not I can stay in balance, although it's important to be able to do that. We're thinking about what's the direction of force? Where am I moving? How am I moving? What's the circle that I'm trying to recreate through my movement? How is the internal energy connected through this movement? And what are the goals? What am I trying to accomplish with this particular movement? Dragon and tiger joined together. I need to be able to stand straight. I need to be able to extend in two directions. I have a similar requirement, although it's a little bit different, for red phoenix flies into the sun. Straight line. Being able to transfer that center from one to another. And be able to stay up there. These are all things that we can do much more easily, much more fully, and much more completely when the breath is connected through the entire body. We're not thinking about, I'm going to breathe, I'm going to breathe, I'm going to breathe, right? We don't do that. We don't. That's trying to breathe from here. Breath comes from here. Right? Comes from the back. Open the back, open the lungs, open the ribs. Let the lungs fill. Let your body breathe. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow it to happen. We practice it over and over and over again. At some point, let it go. Let it happen. Feels great. I'll be back next week. Tai Chi on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Xing Yi. Qigong on Thursday and Friday. I hope to see you then. Thank you.